I don't know. After hearing him calm and talking about the tether story, it's probable.
Go down to the county attorney's office. I think you'll find a lot of humans down there.
All right.
No disrespect.
Stop driving.
I'm flirting with the judge in front of my dad.
Probation. What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday night. Oh, that sounded so good. I'm feeling better. Like even when my words sound good to me, I feel like I'm getting back to normal. Anyways, how's everybody doing? Fred, haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Hope you're well. What do we got? Lisette, Jedi. I saw Heather. Hi, Heather. I know we just talked on the phone, but hi. Who else we got? Susan is in the house. Kathy, Nancy. How's everybody doing? All right. We got Nan, not a number. My favorite, not a number. Even though I know that's not what it means, but you're still my favorite, not a number. All right. Let's go. Hey, Phil. How you doing, buddy? All right. All right. Hold on. Let's see if I can do it. All right. All right. Yep. Voice isn't cracking. I'm getting there. All right. Let's go. Court clips. I've got a giant random collection of court clips for you guys tonight. You know, just bringing in the Tuesday night. Let's watch some court. I got random judges, random clips, random content. We're just going to have fun and hang out. Sound good? Everyone happy? All right, let's go. Before I hit that play button, you already know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button and do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
I'm here.
Hi, Mr. Lane. Let's see. And Ms. Wheeler, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Not sure what we're here for. Let's see. It's
Not a number. Not member. Not a number. If you meant something else, then I don't know. If you actually meant member, that I'm not gonna call someone out for not being a member, but not a number. NAN. Not a number. It's a programming error message you get up, the NAN. Yeah. All right. Now that we're all on the same page.
default was entered November 20th, it looks like 2023. Defendant. It says, I guess this is Justice Wheeler's motion. It's the motion title Civil Suite. I'm not sure what that is. I, Justice Wheeler, am coming forward to the courts because.
Oh, I got something. You know what? When I was demonetized, I was just telling Heather about this. When I was demonetized, the YouTube masters. Oh, now you're. Hold on. Did not a number get one? I want to say, yeah, you did. Not a number got one. Thanks, Fred. I was gonna say I have, as a YouTube creator, YouTube gave us the ability to gift 10 subs a month now. So I can actually gift. I can't gift specific people. It would be the same as if someone donated, so it's random. So I was just gonna donate those memberships, hoping they got one. But I do want to see. I want to see how it works. All right, so I'm gonna do it. Is there anyone that's not green in the? All right, I see one. Another Smith. Do you have anyone who's not a member right now? Make sure you have gifted memberships turned on. You need to have it turned on your side to allow people to gift you memberships. But I am going to donate. How does this work? You have 10 memberships left. Okay. Gift 5 now. Let's see. Let's do it. What do we got? Another Smith. You got it. Boom. Awesome. Lisa got one too. Awesome. Nizzo, Wolfie. How do I only count 4? 1. Oh, Drew. All right, nice. Okay, it did give 5. All right. Now let's continue with the video. I just wanted to see if it worked. It did. It works. It works.
Derek
play.
Lane has
Play the video.
lied
There
to
we
the
go.
court saying I damaged his vehicle and I'm not the one. Okay, you go into Mr. Wheeler, you go into a bunch of factual basis, but this was entered as a default judgment back on November 20th, 2023.
Yeah, the thing was, Your Honor, was in November when the man came to my house, he served me. I got the paperwork. Derek Green said he wasn't coming to court because I got back cool. Me and him got back cool. Was on good terms. Said he wasn't coming to court.
Who wasn't
Then
coming to it?
Derek Lane, and then
But
once go
we
ahead.
had a court date scheduled.
Right, he said he was going to drop the case. He was going to dismiss it. He wasn't going to show up. He said he wasn't going to show up to the court. He said, I'm not going to do that to you. He wasn't going to show up
Why didn't you show up to make sure?
because of our relationship that we had. I trusted him. I trusted him to do what he said he was going to do.
And I can only go by what I have in paper or under oath. And at that point, under oath, I had taken
So he showed up to court still, knowing
Yeah.
that I couldn't defend myself. So I went
Yeah.
back down to the court once they started garnishing my check. They started garnishing my check. So
Yeah, Fred. So you don't have to be watching to get a membership. It defaults to everyone who's actively on and watching. But if you're not, so let's say right now it says 51 people are watching. If all 51 people had a membership and you donated 10 memberships, it would go to the people that aren't watching, that are subscribed and have gifted memberships turned on. So it's not wasted. But I have gifted memberships on people's channels before and have been refunded the next day because they haven't gone out. Don't know why, but it has happened before. But like I said, I've been gifted memberships. I'm not going to say that out loud, but I'm gifted memberships every once in a while to other people's channels when I'm not even watching them. I'll just get a random email, say, "Hey, you were just gifted a membership by this person on this channel." So that does happen. All right, now let's watch some court. Let's watch. Fred, dropping dimes. Fred, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the gifted memberships.
I went back down to the court, to the Flushing court. So it put the motion for them to stop garnishing my check. You're not going to get any money out of me. I didn't do it. You have cameras on your house. Your neighbor has cameras. You should have brought them cameras to the court and show the court the cameras. You have two cameras. You have two cameras. I'm not the one to do it. This is all his insurance fraud. He already had a car. He had a blue Civic Honda.
You gotta understand, you've got a default judgment right now. All that is, it would have been great at trial, or if he showed up for me, he didn't show up. I gotta follow.
Exactly. I didn't show up, Your Honor, because I trusted him because of the relation we had. We got back on good terms. So that's why I went down there and I made the motion so I could represent myself, so I could get heard. Because he lied.
But I gotta follow the court rules for everybody. And right now it's a default judgment sitting, and I haven't heard any reason why I should set aside the default judgment when I've got everything. I got a proof of service and file. You were personally served. There was a court date set up for November 20th. You're on notice of that based upon the service. You received that affidavit and claim scheduled for 10 o'clock. I called the matter on that date. Mr. Lane was here and you were not here, and I took proofs
You said you took proofs of what, Your Honor?
from him.
Of what, Your Honor?
He told me what your agreement was. We placed it on the record, and that's what we did.
Your Honor, there wasn't no agreement. There was no agreement.
Again, I've got a judgment here, though. I can't have you arguing that there was no agreement.
Your Honor, there wasn't an agreement. I came to court to I came down to the Flushing courts to get another court date so we can get this back into the court. There was no agreement.
It's
with
under
him.
a default judgment right now.
Correct, Your Honor. Only because he promised to not come to court to show up, not to show up to court. If he wouldn't have said that to me, I would have showed up to court. I have proof. I have two statements from his friends, his own friends, saying that he was not going to come to court. That he was going to
Yeah.
drop this and dismiss it
And
because he knew he was going to.
it was your responsibility to show up yourself. You needed to show up and say, hey, listen, I'm ready to go.
Is there anything else that I can do? Because I'm not paying for something that I didn't do, Your Honor. That we had no agreement. We had no agreement at all. He
Mr.
has
Yeah, you have a judgment against you. Doesn't really matter if you agree with it or not. You have a judgment against you. A judge said that you have to pay this man this amount of money. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how court works. He took you to court already. He actually even said earlier in the hearing that he forgave about $1,500 to keep it below the minimum so he could file it in this court. So he wanted $6,500 and he could only do $5,000. And now she's like, we don't have an agreement. Yeah, that's not how court works. That's why he's laughing. That's why this guy's laughing.
on his
Also, all Big In Raiders, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I just started, so there's nothing really to let you in on, but besides what I just said. But thank you, Almighty Biggin. I hope the rest of your stream went well. I hung out with you for a little bit, but I had to leave to make sure I ate some dinner before my stream. So, but I appreciate the raid. All right, now let's go.
house, and he thinks it's funny. It's not funny. You have cameras on your house. She has cameras on her house. Your neighbor has cameras in your house.
Your Honor.
Mr. Lane, go ahead.
So I brought my neighbor.
Bring your
My
neighbor.
And is it okay if my neighbor speaks?
Well, I'm not going to get into factually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Please, why don't you do this for me? Why don't you just raise your right hand for me, Mr. Lane? Go ahead and raise your hand. Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
I swear.
Okay, and you were on the date, you can put your hand down, on November 20th, when we took those proofs, what you told me, was that information true?
Absolutely. Contingent. It was a contingent in there.
Yeah, and you waived costs, and you said the agreement was $5,500 for damages. Is that right?
Contingent upon the first payment in cash be made on December 1st, which Justice Wheeler failed to do.
Yep, I said defendant to pay $3,000 by December 1st.
Which she did not make. And I came back down to the court on 12/20, I want to say 21 days. I followed the steps. And because of that, the original amount was $6,498. I negotiated a deal with Justice verbally, and I came to court, and I said, and I told you, in your words to me, Mr. Lane, you are very nice. Thank you for handling this the right way.
Well, yep, you were right up front with what you said the agreement was, and you waived court costs.
Yes.
Okay.
So she failed to make that first payment. She tried to lure me in to say, hey, don't go to court. I'll give you the first payment on December 1st. No. Stop that. I'm gonna be honest with you. No vagina and no money is not gonna make me look like a fool. I came to court.
Ms. Wheeler, did you
I'm also filing a motion, Your Honor, because you set my house on fire as well. So
Okay.
I did not set your house on fire. Oh, stop it.
Ms.
Stop
Wheeler,
it.
did you make a payment of $3,000 on December 1st?
I didn't make anything. I did not agree to anything, Your Honor. There was no agreement made. There was nothing. I have not talked to him in months. And that's the only reason why he knew I was coming for money. And once I completely stopped talking to him, he said, like, oh no, you think you want to live your life without me and make this money? That's what this is all about. He wants some money. You're not going to get any money.
Your Honor, I have the text messages right there that I provided to the court. Her harassing me on October 1st on that Sunday when she Sent me a message. My car was brand new. There was no previous damages.
October
It was
1st,
sitting in
I was
it
on the
was
strike
sitting
line.
in my driveway.
Guys, hold on, guys. We're way.
October 1st, I was on the strike line.
Okay, guys. The
So you
motion.
came in here and made 2 lies under oath. I just want to make that clear.
Understand
You
everybody.
made 2 lies under oath.
Yes, we are under oath. You have cameras on your house and your neighbor has.
Both of you gotta keep both of you quiet for a minute. The motion to set aside the default, which is what this is actually, after hearing from Ms. Wheeler, is denied. The judgment stands. Okay, good luck to both of you. Okay. Bye.
Oh, I cannot wait. What do you say? 1 month, we're gonna see them back. 2 months. What do you guys think? They're coming back because she's not gonna send any money his way. She doesn't know what a judgment means. All right. Like I said, this is a random bunch of court clips. I don't remember where we're going. We might be headed to Shackleford. We might be headed to Washington. I don't know. Let's see. Thank you for all the gifted subs and the new member. Hold on. So Fred's been going crazy. Nick Jones. What's my name? Nick Jones. Welcome, Nick Jones. Welcome to the family. Also, Philip, thank you so much. You are back in green. Yep. You might be down under, but at least you're green. Yeah, that didn't really make sense. Sounded a lot cooler in my head before I spat it out. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's do some court, not more Colin jokes.
Supposed to know where this. I'm bewildered. I don't know which court I'm supposed to be in. Doesn't mind me. Doesn't. Well, here's somebody.
Yes. Come up here. The state is ready on this case, Judge.
You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up.
I know that.
Let me ask you. You're Joseph Kibita. You're set for trial today.
Today?
Yeah, you're set for a trial today, sir. Don't act like you're bewildered. Yeah, you've got a theft case. It's almost 1,000 days old. Yeah. Well, and you come to court in a t-shirt. That's the best you've got to impress everyone about how important these proceedings are. Okay, what are you wearing it for then? To humiliate the court? What is it that you're wearing? Would you wear that to church? Why not? Why wouldn't you wear it to church? You got the cross out. That's which generally, unless you're using them as jewelry, that's kind of worn next to your heart. Not on the outside, but that's I guess your idea of but what are you wearing a t-shirt for here in court? My goodness. I mean, it's a felony court. You can go to prison, a prison facility, a prison facility. It's a felony. Really, I sound like I'm scolding you like I'm your mother or something. But I mean, aren't you? Are you an adult? You are an adult. How old are you? 25. You don't look like you appreciate the proceedings here and the importance of it. Yeah, I wouldn't. Why didn't you come in with a swimsuit? I mean, that would have been the next logical thing to wear. Good Lord, everybody, look at everybody. Everybody's serious. These are important things. Most importantly, it's for you. I'm railing, and I have to say it. It probably doesn't do any good, but it just has to be said because there's just seems to be a lack of appreciation of the importance and the respect in certain functions nowadays. And you're Exhibit A. I hate to say, but really, nobody. Look at everybody. Look at everybody. You see anybody dressed like you're on the way to a clam dig?
Well, Zelensky dressed Congress in a t-shirt.
I'm not even talking to you. Can I see your driver's license? See, that's what you don't even have a driver's license.
Saying no respect. But we're ready if you want to send it to drug court. I'll be here when
Ronald Tyler. Yes. I'm Tyler. Railing on it. It's just howling at the moon. The moon will come back up tomorrow. Coyote still howl. Ron,
That was a quick one. That was a quick one. I forgot I put Stevens again. Like I said, this is a collection of just randomness. The last case I have on this video is about 20 minutes long. Everything else is about 5 to 10 minutes. So we're going to be jumping back and forth everywhere. Buckle in. Buckle in. Legal Fiction with the super chat. In lieu of memberships, my iPad won't let me gift them. I still appreciate it. Thank you so much, Legal Fiction. My recommendation would be to throw all of your iPads away and get Android devices. That's your professional tech support comment of the night by Colin. All right, let's go. But thank you, buddy. I appreciate the super chat. All right, let's go.
Can you hear me now?
There we go. Yes. I was like, oh my
All
God.
right. I like to start the morning off by talking to myself on YouTube. So, okay, this is Universal Collections LLC versus Lenitria Pines. Counsel, can I get your name?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. My name is Robert Warner, P48843, representing Plaintiff Universal Collections.
All right, and Miss Pines, can you tell me your name?
My name's Lenitra Pines.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Morning.
All right, so we were here a week ago on this case, and there were some issues, and Miss Pines made an argument that she hadn't actually signed onto the lease because she did not initial each of the bottom of the pages, but she did sign the last page as a tenant. I have reviewed the file, Ms. Pines, and you did receive personal service. There's an affidavit in the file that you received personal service of this complaint. And I'm definitely, I'm sympathetic. And I think that, you know, there could be something to your argument, but I'm ultimately limited by Michigan court rules. And I'm limited in that I can set aside the judgment only if it is filed within, the request is filed within 21 days after the judgment is entered. We had a substantial period here between the time the judgment was entered and the time you filed to set aside the default. And I would have given you some credit. I know you did file the objection to garnishments, but even if I use the objection of garnishments date, you were well beyond the entry of the judgment.
Your Honor, may I speak?
You may.
I was never properly served. Even
You were.
And even looking at the example, the exhibit that they provided, the description they give is a Black female, late 20s, dark hair, thin. That could be, and it had been anyone in my building. I live in a apartment complex with several different people. I was never properly served because I would have never had let it got this far because it's not my debt. I would have showed up for court and I would have explained then and there that it's not my debt.
All right, best comment of the night. I wasn't properly served. Yes, you were. And then she doesn't even stop. She doesn't even catch a beat, nothing. She just keeps going. Wasn't properly served. Yeah, you were. Didn't acknowledge it. I love it.
It's a very vague description that they give. That could have been anyone. It's provided in Exhibit 1.
Miss Pines, I don't doubt that you were out of the apartment, but you signed the the agreement is with you, and there's an affidavit from someone indicating that they served you. And I understand Black female, late 20s, dark hair thing could be a lot of women, but it was served at your residence to somebody who was an adult at the very least. And Ms. Pines, I want to be clear. I'm sympathetic to you, but I cannot. I have to follow the law.
Ma'am, they could have definitely served it to an adult.
I have to deny your motion to set aside the default judgment because the Michigan court rules do not allow me to do so.
Judge, I live alone. I live in a apartment complex with other families. Like it's a building.
No,
A
Ms.
building with
Pines,
4
it says it
people.
was served at your residence. And last time we were at court, you told me you lived with other adults at the time.
No, I didn't. No, I lived at Aurora with my mother. That's what I was explaining to you, that I lived at Aurora, the property that they're trying to sue me for. At that time, I was living with my mother. My property that I just got put out of, I was living by myself. It was just me, but it's a building.
Ms. Pines, the court rules do not allow me to grant you the relief you are seeking.
And can you explain?
So I have to deny your motion.
I'm confused why it's being denied, because I was never, like I just said, I was never.
Because you signed the lease. There's a notice that you were personally served. You did not file your motion to set aside the default judgment within the 21 days mandated by the court rules. There are a litany of reasons that I am bound by Michigan law and cannot set aside this default judgment.
Okay, well, Judge, you do know that the lease expired in 2020 and that the money that they're trying to sue me for is for 2022 through February through.
I know, but Ms. Pines,
and
you don't have any proof, Ms. Pines, you don't have any proof that you served the landlord notice that you were vacating the premises. And the individuals that you signed that lease with continued to live there. So I'm trying to explain this.
I guess I'm confused, Judge, because I get what you're saying, that I signed the lease. I hear what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But I guess I'm confused because it expired in 2020 and I moved in 2021.
Clause in it that says if you continue to reside at the premises, there are 2 clauses in there. One is that if you continue to reside there, you would become a month-to-month tenant. And the second, the holdover clause, that's section 28 of the lease. And there's a notice section as well that says if you vacate, you have to give written notice. And you don't have written notice showing me that you vacated that premises. And I know you presented another lease that shows you no longer resided there, but you don't have proof of a written instrument that showed you notified the landlord that you would no longer be residing there. And if I had that piece of paper and you could show that you...
All right, real quick. I don't know if he's still here, but Judge Slavin, if you're in the side chat, just say hi. You don't gotta creep. you can say hi. He just sent me an email, said that he loves the community and all the members. So hopefully he actually just says hi in the side chat. But I'm glad you're watching, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Have a good night. I know it's 8:30. It's not too late yet.
Provided that written notice that you had vacated the premises, we might be in a different spot. But I have to follow the court rules. So that's my ruling. And Ms. Pines, I'm sympathetic, but I'm governed by court rules. So we're all set. I'm following the law. And I cannot grant your motion.
Okay, so I'll just have to search for that letter, and then I'll just have to fight this because I can't. Yeah.
Yes, please search for that letter.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yep. Have a great day.
All right. I probably should have just waited till that clip ended before I said that. All right. Let's see. We had Stevens. We started with Goggins. Then we had Shackelford. I know we jumped to Washington at some point. Washington might be next. Let's find out. What happens when you just put together random videos?
Pass this one and go back
I was right.
to another one while we hear from Mr. Brown. We did pass a matter earlier, Mr. Kelly's case, which we now have documentation for. So technically, let me recall the case. Recall the matter of the state of Michigan versus Alexander Kelly, case number 19 FD 1617. Rachel McDuffie for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Sandra White on behalf of Alexander Kelly.
So Mr. Kelly is technically not enrolled in this class because he needs to make payment. And he hasn't done that. This is what the notes say from Ms. Kentia over at ABR.
It looks like from the email, he makes the last payment today. Is that correct, Mr. Kelly? He's saying no.
I told him I would make the $75 payment today. I made the other payment on Saturday or Friday.
So you are making the last payment today?
Yeah, today for tomorrow. Yep.
And then you're supposed to start tomorrow?
Yep. When I sent her that email, that's what it said. That's what I asked her if that was fine, and she said that was fine. Because they were, she said the classes have been booked, so them letting me in was them doing me a favor. So she said as long as I could pay that 100, then I'll be fine. I'll be back in the class.
But it hasn't been paid, so therefore he's not back in class. That's my point is still the same.
I see.
Right, I paid 5 and I got to pay the rest today. She said that was fine. So yeah, I guess technically I'm not.
So that's a problem. Because technically he's not enrolled in the class.
I mean, I wasn't able to get in the class because they were full, so I wasn't able to do anything before that. And then when I called again, she said,
on the day that you okay, there's one way to resolve this. Get enrolled in the class. You're not enrolled in the class.
I would ask that since the class was full and he did reach out, can Your Honor give him another chance since he is supposed to start tomorrow?
No, he's supposed to be here today, but he didn't do. And he's supposed to be enrolled in the class and started the class. I understand it was full, but right now we're going back and forth over the fact that he hasn't done what he's supposed to do today. So unless he gets enrolled in that class in the next 15 minutes or so, I'm going to sentence him to what I said, which was 180 days. Want me to pass it to do that?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. So he can make that last payment, Mr. Kelly? Did you hear that?
yeah, I heard that.
Okay.
Okay.
Cameras. So the petition for legitimation. Okay, I see Mr. Kelly. Where is Ms. McCall? Okay, I see. All right. So there was a petition.
Oh yeah, I had to walk away for a second. I'm back now. This is the longer clip. Oh wow, I didn't realize that this is most of the rest. This is the rest of the video. This is a longer one. I think so. I think this is a longer one. This one gets a little wild. Yeah, hold your hats. These two parents do not like each other, and they let all of us know. No, Fred, that's not what happened. All right, let's go.
Petition for legitimation of a child born in 2020, and then you said that there was an order.
Sorry. Before I get into it, Don, thank you for your super chat. I appreciate. This is the extended fan, Big and Uncle Mike. Yeah, I'm a big fan of both those channels. And then Fred with 10 more gifted subs. Thank you so much, both of you. I appreciate it.
For paternity testing, you did not want to do a paternity test. Is that what I'm hearing, Mr. Kelly?
Yes, I vacated because, Your Honor, I did all this on my own. I had no lawyer. I Googled it. I did all the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? I had people at County help me and everything. So I was told, like, you had to have the whole package to do that. But then when I got in the courtroom, they were explaining to me that that's only if you think the child is not yours. I believe she's my child. So that's why I vacated it, because I couldn't do that.
Let me explain something to you, because we always try to get the DNA samples, DNA done because I don't want you 5 years from now having some doubts or wanting to have a paternity test, because this is your opportunity to have one. So if it
Yeah,
turns
but
out, no,
I have those. Okay.
listen to me. If it turns out 5 years from now you have a doubt or you want to test, or you even find out she's not yours, you're still going to be responsible for until she becomes an adult, because you've had the opportunity now to make that determination and you chose not to do it. Okay. So I just want to make sure that's what you want to do, because I don't want you to later hear something later, or she gives you an actual DNA test and you think that's going to make a difference. It would if you did not have this opportunity, but you do. So you're making a conscious decision that no matter what, this is your child.
Yes.
All right. So then we can move forward. All right, Ms. McCall, is it your position that Mr. Kelly is the father of the child?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, both of you raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in the case is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the up you got, Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. McCall?
Yes.
All right, place your hands down. All right. And your position, Mr. Kelly, is that you want what?
I just want to legitimize and have visitation rights.
And there he is. Judge Slavin, welcome to the family. Glad you're here. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, I'm smiling too much. Got to keep playing the clip. I can't take it. Celebrity in the house.
What type of visitation rights?
I guess most of the time the judge was explaining most of the stuff to me. Like, I'm just trying to have, like, I guess every rotation weekends, every other holiday, birthday. That's why he explained it to me last time. Cause I'm not trying to get full custody. I ain't trying to.
Okay.
Peeps, I'm not gonna lie. I thought the same thing when I was watching this morning. Like, got good looking parents. I bet the kid is absolutely totes adorbs. Can I say that? Can I say that with a straight face? Totes adorbs? No, I can't. It's a cute kid. I think he's just the most chill guy ever.
And do you have any
He's
issue
blinking.
with weekend visitation, Ms. McCall? First, third weekends.
No, I don't have a problem with weekends.
All right, are y'all doing visitation now, and where do you meet?
No,
Right
we're
now,
not doing visitation now.
Yeah, Mr. Kelly has full access to Dallas, but he has not been in contact with me since November 4th. The last time he got Dallas, I was unable to reach him while she was in his care. Due to him not living at the address that he is supposed to be registered to live at, I did threaten him to call the police if he did not call. And since then, Mr. Kelly has not been in contact with me. He has been in contact with my sister. In regards to Dallas, he has only gotten her one time from my sister, but as far as me being able to communicate with him, he has basically distinguished all of that.
Your Honor, can I speak?
Okay, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I had seen my daughters prior to the last time, one time. Now, this is the whole problem. This is why I filed for the legitimation. She doesn't, when I have my daughter, if I don't have my daughter and I'm by myself, my daughter can't be with my girlfriend. She can't be with like nobody else. She got to be with me. So I had her one day and she called my phone. I know how the courts work. She said, I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna do this. So I told her sister come get my daughter, 'cause I ain't want no trouble with the courts. You see them? So when they came and got it, I told her that. I sent her a text message. I sent it to the secretary too. I sent her a text message, said you missed the court date. I said, if you don't come to the next court, they're gonna rule in my favor. I screenshot to the court lady. I screenshot to her phone too. She just had me blocked, so she didn't get it. But yes, when she said she gonna call the police, I don't want to be in nobody's way like that. So I wait to come to court and to get my regular asset. Cause that's all I want, just to see my daughter and spend time with her. And she asked for me all the time with her sister.
Okay, so where do you live, Mr. Kelly?
506 North Summit, Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Okay, I don't need the address. I just need to know the area. And what area do you live, Mr. Paul?
I have moved to Conyers, which Mr. Kelly is not aware of my address due to the mentality of him.
Okay, so you don't want him to have your address?
No, ma'am. I don't feel comfortable with him having my address.
Okay, and do you understand that might be quid pro quo, that you won't have his?
That's fine. I mean, I don't have his. That is not his living address. He lives in another place, which my sister could probably confirm if she needed to, but he does not live at that location.
What difference does that make to you about which location he lives in? Just wondering.
I just feel like if Mr. Kelly has Dallas, with the type of lifestyle that he has, his lifestyle, well, he is, he's always in jail. He has open cases. He is, a registered sex offender. I don't believe she is in harm's way when with him, but as far as him just being able to parent the way that he would like to without me having an input, that won't work. I haven't brought him to court due to the parameters of his lifestyle and me not wanting to complicate things, but this is what he wanted to do because I will not give in to what it is that he wants to do as parenting.
Okay, Mr. Kelly, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're gonna have an opportunity to be heard. So, okay. So you're saying that Mr. Kelly is a registered sex offender and must stay at the address that's on, but you think staying there?
Yes, he's supposed to stay there, but he's not staying there, which is when he had Dallas.
Do you know what that address is?
For the registered address, it's the 506 North Summit.
All right.
And his last time seeing Dallas, I did contact him and his mother. 3. She's 3.
And you said that he's in and out of jail. What do you mean by that?
He has numerous drug cases that he's fighting, gun charges, cocaine, DUIs.
Like actively?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am. I'm not fighting no gun.
I was just about to say, he's getting his world torn apart right now, and he's being very polite, not interrupting, not talking back. Right when I paused it, he started talking. He has full custody, right? They said that, didn't they? That he actually has full custody of the child right now. Maybe I got my cases backwards. I am still healing, so I'm gonna say sick brain, but I feel like they said at the beginning that he has full custody, and she's kind of trying to fight it right now, I think. But all being said, this guy does, he was being patient. All right, now let's go.
I'm not fighting no drug cases, no nothing.
Mr. Kelly, you're gonna have an opportunity. All right, and so based on the allegations that you just presented, what are the safety parameters you want me to put into place?
I'm okay with him getting her on every other weekend if that's what he wants. She does love her dad. She does request to be with him, so that's not my intention.
Okay, my cases are backwards. I got 2 cases from this courthouse today. One of them, the dad had full custody, and it was kind of the exact same thing. I really think I got my cases backwards. I'm going to retract that from what the mom just said. I'm sorry to confuse everybody.
For her to not see him. But as far as like holidays and things like that, like he was in jail the other holiday. I haven't spoken to him for Thanksgiving or Christmas. He does not contribute to
You just said
Dallas's
you called the
lifestyle.
police on me.
So
I'm going to ask you one more time. Stop doing that.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Ms. McCall.
yes, ma'am. So I'm okay with her visiting him for the weekends and things like that. I've never had a problem with that. Mr. Kelly just doesn't seem to, he just doesn't like me to the point where he just feels like I'm not going to deal with her, so I'm not going to deal with my daughter, which is fine. But the weekends are okay. I've always been okay with him getting her. I'm not okay with him getting her for the holidays because Mr. Kelly does not celebrate holidays. He has not actively participated in holidays, as well as contributing to Dallas as well for holidays and just daily living. He does not help with anything. So I mean, it's visitation is fine every other weekend, but anything more than that, I would be concerned. On the last occasion when I did say I was going,
does that include overnight visitation as well?
yeah, if it's going to be for the weekend, then that's fine. It's just that if that's the order, I can go by that. But when Mr. Kelly had Dallas before and I did threaten to call the police, him and his mother blocked me because I could not get in contact with them.
Okay. So you said sometimes Mr. Kelly leaves the child with others. Did Mr. Kelly say you accuse him of that? And is that something you want that Mr. Kelly has to be with the child?
No, because he is used to lying and being the person that he is, when I call or if I do call and she's not with him, he has the habit of not answering or not communicating, which I just feel like it's a simple, oh, she's not with me. She's with my mom. She's with my girlfriend, wherever it is she may be.
Okay. So you don't have a problem with him being with a girlfriend of grandma. You just want to know that's where she is.
Right. Because she's not, I know she can't be with him all the time. That's just not possible with who he is. So I would imagine that his mom or girlfriend would help support him in this situation.
Do you know the girlfriend, and are you okay with her watching her?
I've trusted Mr. Kelly's judgment of having her watch Dallas. I do not know her, but I have met her on FaceTime when they did call and wanted to be argumentative with me. So I don't know her.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I was hoping there was a silver lining there. All right. So we don't have any issues with that. Okay. And what about phone calls? How do you want to handle phone calls?
That's really up to Mr. Kelly. I have been calling Mr. Kelly. Dallas requested, she's very aware of her father. I do call him when she asks for him, but he does not answer. So when I allow my sister to get her, I always ask my sister, hey, could you guys give him a call while she's there so that she can have some type of relationship with him. But Mr. Kelly,
Sorry, guys, that was a headphone thing with the earbuds in. When they start falling out and I grab them, I tell you guys this all the time. When you see the little pause line on the bottom that's red, it's not me pausing on the live. That's just because I'm trying to catch my headphones that are falling out of my ears. Anyways, Sanity, welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. All right, let's go.
it comes from me, he's not going to answer, or he doesn't want to answer. So I'm not sure how he would like to handle that matter because he always has phone access.
Okay. So we'll do that vice versa. Okay. And also with regard to drop off pickup, how would that be how would you like to handle that?
Due to the few times that he has gotten her, I do it through my sister. He seems more comfortable dealing with my sister and her husband. They have a relationship. So drop off and pickups will probably be there at their house.
Okay.
But,
so
yeah.
So drop off and pick up at your sister's house.
Shit.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And what about child support? Do you get child support now?
No, I don't receive any child support.
Okay. All right. And how much do you make a month?
About 3,000.
Okay. And what about healthcare? Who takes care of healthcare?
Well, they were on, she was on Medicaid with CareSource, but due to me working for Rockdale County, they are saying that she cannot have that type of insurance anymore. So I've been working to try to get her some type of peach state because I don't make enough for me to have a family plan where I work. That would depreciate the majority of my check. And I am a single mom of 2.
Right. Okay. So hopefully you better get some type of peach source. Okay. All right then. Otherwise I'll just make it 50-50. Do you know how much do you do you pay any daycare expenses?
No, I took her out of daycare due to Mr. Kelly not wanting to cooperate. He feels as though I should have CAPS. I have informed him many times CAPS has declined me due to me going to college, working full time. So that's kind
So
of
who keeps the child?
my mother keeps the child.
Do you pay your mother?
Yes, ma'am.
How much do you pay your mom?
I give her $300 every time I get paid.
And what is that? $300 or what?
$300. That's just for her during the day. I work from 8 to 5. So bi-weekly she gets about
2 weeks. $300
yes.
every week.
No, so bi-weekly she gets about 3, and then of course I don't have food stamps or anything like that, so I do provide groceries there.
So you pay your mom $600 for child support. I mean $600 for child care a month.
No, I give her 3 bi-weekly. And then as far as groceries, I mean, I'm in the house as well now, so.
You know, she has a good job. She can afford to give her mom $300 bi-weekly. The judge just said you give your mom $600 a month, which is part of, the child care. She's like, no, I don't do that. I give her $300 bi-weekly. I understand that mathing isn't strong for a lot of people, but come on. $300 bi-weekly is $600 a month. Come on. You're winning this argument. But look at the judge's face right now. She's like, come on. Like, just simple math. Let's go.
Miss McCall, 3 bi-weekly is $600.
Yes, ma'am.
So you give
and
us
I have bank statements as well. I mean,
yeah, I'm not doubting you. I'm just asking, am I getting this correct? Is it $600 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you said something about you also live there. So is that $600 inclusive of your living expenses or just childcare?
No, that's not my living expenses at all.
That's just childcare.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Kelly.
Everybody's stopping by tonight. We got KCC, we got Shiz, we have Judge Slavin. Johnny was here a little earlier. I mean, all the YouTubers be stopping by. We got a Bacon raid. I didn't see Bacon's name pop up. It's probably eating dinner, which is way more important than watching court channels after you just finished the live. So we'll give him a pass. But KCC, how was your live tonight? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we still got about 20 minutes left of this. So yeah, hope everyone's good. Hope everyone has their their Pepsi-Cola. What did Judge Steven say? Get your Coca-Cola and your popcorn. Let's go.
So let's start with the allegations that you are a convicted
Okay, yes. All right, I started allegations. First of all, that's thing for 2004 when I was
Mr.
14 years.
Mr. Kelly, take a
I'm
seat.
just kind of riled up
Mr. Kelly,
because like it,
Mr. Kelly, I don't care if you're wired up because I
but
gotta
I hear
be.
lies.
Mr. Kelly, I have to understand you. Take a seat somewhere and calm down. You'll have an opportunity to be heard. I promise you, okay? Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The allegation of you being a convicted child molester, is that true?
It's not aggravated child molestation, it's aggravated sodomy. I was 14 years old. I caught a
Ask
charge.
what,
It's not.
Kelly,
No, it's not true. It's not true. It's on paper. It's true, but it's not true. On paper,
oh,
it's not true. I went to trial, so that's what I'm trying to
Mr.
explain it to you.
Kelly, Mr. Kelly, you may have gone to trial, but you were convicted, right? So you
Yes,
have
I'm
to
a convict. Yes, I'm a convict. Yes.
all we're trying to get to. I don't need you to retry your case. I just need to know what came out of it. So you're convicted, is that right?
Yes, it was a juvenile
You have
case.
so you have to live at a certain address, is that right?
Yes, and yes, I wish I do stay there.
All right. And you live at 506 North Summit, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So when the child visits, that's where the child will be.
I mean, I know the rules and regulations to the sex offender thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Honor. I can go places, you know what I'm saying? I can go to my girlfriend's house with my child. I have 72 hours to be unaware from that place. So I know the rules and regulations. So, and thing is, she bringing this up to downgrade. It wasn't a problem.
Mr. Kelly, where else would the child be?
She might be I might go to my girlfriend's house sometime.
What address is that? Look, I think you look. Stop overthinking.
She did, but she just did it.
No.
She just bashed me.
She didn't bash you. She told you she wanted to know where her child is. That's a reasonable request.
Okay.
Would you agree, Mr. Kelly?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's all I'm trying to get. Okay.
But she always knew what her child was. Like I never blocked. Okay. I'm the one getting blocked.
Mr. Kelly, I don't care. I just want the address. Okay. What's the address?
45 Drive, Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Okay. So sometimes the child might be at this address.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is that where your girlfriend lives?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. She's also indicates that weekends are fine and you're okay with weekends, correct?
I want holidays too, Your Honor.
Mr. Kelly, please let me do one time, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Please.
I've been.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Okay. You're okay with the weekends, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What time would you want to pick her up on the weekends?
It doesn't matter. I'm available anytime on the weekend.
What time, Mr. Kelly, do you want to pick her up on the weekend?
In the morning time.
Okay. So, like, are you talking about, well, on your weekends, are you trying to start your weekend on a Saturday or a Friday? Because if you started on Friday.
Well, Friday, I can start it when she get out of school on Friday. I'm going to start it Friday when she get out of school.
Okay. So you want me to put from after school? Because at some point she's going to be in after school. If so, for right now, I'm going to say after school. And can you pick her up as early, is it 5? Is 5 too late on Friday?
No, that's not too late.
She's not in school. So I'll say after school or 5 p.m. Now, if I do 5 p.m., let me ask Ms. McCall, will you be able to have the child at your sister's house on Fridays at 5 p.m.?
No, ma'am. I clock out at 5 p.m. So she would be there more like 6, but I can try to make arrangements for my mom or someone to try to get her dropped off if it's before that time period.
I got something else to say, Your Honor.
Okay, on this visitation issue or something else?
Visitation issue. I have no problem meeting Shauna McCall to pick I got no problem with Shauna at all. She don't want to see me. She had like I did something to her. That's why she like I deal with her sister and them because of this, because when I talk to her, she gets belligerent and does all the screaming and stuff. I had no problem beating her wherever to pick my daughter up. That's her. She want to go to her sister's house. But I really don't want to do that because I don't want to bring her sister and her uncle in there. You know what I'm saying? That's my child. That's her child. I'm not going to never do nothing, argue with her. I just want to pick my child up.
So you have an objection to the sister's house or no?
Yeah, cause that's what she want. I don't need the sister. I just need to be able to her to be able to communicate and maybe to pick my child up. Cause I always been a good communicator with her. It never been me on my side, so I don't need her sister.
Mr. Kelly,
She said that.
I've been on the phone. I've been on the call with you guys for about 20 minutes.
You told me not to say nothing. When you told me not to say nothing.
And I can tell you that you all are not getting along.
Because this is the only reason we're not getting along, because like I said, you see how he's a sex offender. He did I didn't say not one bad thing about her. I just said I want to see my daughter. She stated that my daughter asked to see me. She asked to come see me over here or even at my mama's house. Like I said, she started calling the police on me. She did all this stuff. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to see my daughter.
Mr. Kelly, Miss McCall, look at her. She's calm. She's talking calmly. You're the one who's
because I'm hurting. I'm hurting. I'm not seeing. I ain't seen my daughter. I'm hurting.
I understand that, but what I'm saying to you is that when you're trying to present to me that the reason why y'all have problems is that she's yelling and screaming, yet in the call for the last 20 minutes, you're the only one that's been doing that.
She just put I'm a sex offender.
It doesn't come across. Well,
I'm a drug dealer. Like, what I'm supposed to do?
But you are though, and the point is that you're supposed to stay at
when I was with her and her son, it wasn't a problem.
Mr. Kelly, she specifically indicated that this child loves you and she has no concern about it. She's just specifically saying that this is the address that this child is supposed to be at because you are a sex offender, and she does not believe that you live there. It is a valid position to take. It may shed bad light on you, but it's a valid position, okay?
All my life, I know.
Using it to incite anything, and neither is she. That is the address that you're supposed to reside at. She did not say because you're a sex offender, she does not want you around her child. She did not say because you're a sex offender.
She stated that before, Your Honor. She stated that before.
Well, I don't know what she stated before. What I'm telling you is what she's stating now. And what I need for you to do, if you guys are going to get along with each other, you have to listen carefully to what each other is saying. If you don't, you're going to stay in this constant flux, and you're not going to get along. So I need for you to calm down, Mr. Kelly. Okay, calm down. The position that she has taken.
All right. As much as this guy is interrupting the judge, he is, he's talking about his daughter. He just wants time with his daughter. As a parent, I get that. That's why he's emotional. You can tell that he's nervous at the way he's pacing. He's walking everywhere on the phone. He's not calm. Like I said earlier, he did bite his tongue when she was saying all those things about him earlier. It was, it just built up. So I'm not blaming him for being emotional. And I think the judge is doing a good job of kind of, reeling him back in. She's not yelling at him. She's calming him down. You can look just look at his face right now. He looks defeated. He just wants time with his daughter. I get it. All right. Yeah. Felt like I needed to give my 2 cents. All right, let's go.
It's not a position wherein she's saying to me, she does not want you around the child. She never said that. In fact, she said direct opposite of it. When I asked her about what she was concerned about, she was very hesitant. She didn't go, this is something I want to tell you off the cuff. I'm concerned about his drugs. No, she said, I'm concerned about his lifestyle. I had to prod her several times before she would tell me what she was talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
He has a concern, and rightfully so, of a mother if she has a father who has some outstanding issues. I don't know what your outstanding issues are, but I would expect anybody to tell the court that they are concerned about an issue, because guess what, Mr. Kelly? If something were to happen and she came back to me, the first thing I'm going to ask her is why didn't you?
All right, for all the people talking about the registry that he's on, yes, you're right. He did say it happened when he was 14. He was 14 when it happened, and he's on the registry for that. So he's not in trouble with doing anything against children. He got charged with something when he was 14, and he's paying the price for that. It has nothing to do with children. Therefore, I'm not going to hold it against him for being a dad. So that's my 2 cents. You can disagree with me all you want on that, but he didn't do anything to children, so I'm not going to hold it against his parenting privileges because of that. But I do understand that where all your guys' comments are coming from. And again, if you disagree with me, please disagree with me respectfully, and don't jump down my throat for making those comments, because I will stand by him. He was 14. It's not, what is he now? 30? I'm not saying what he did was right. Don't even know what he did. But he was a kid himself.
You tell me. Okay. So all I'm saying is we have to make sure we're objective, because I guarantee you, if she had a boyfriend who had just come out of prison for a sex offense, you would go, what is that?
And look, we talked about this. She has a child. I didn't even want to be with most of these women out here, but they took it on. Like I said, so for her to bring it up right here, she had a child that she used to ask me to watch. So that's what I'm saying. Like, why would you try to bring it up and try to disregard me? Like, you know me.
But she didn't disregard you, Mr. Kelly. She specifically said, the only reason I'm bringing it up is because of the address, not because she has any concern about your ability to parent. She specifically said, did you miss that part? Did you not, Mr. Kelly, did you not hear that?
I heard that part, but
okay.
Like, I heard a lot of other things
too.
But
the only reason she brought it up was because of the address. All right. That's the reason we accepted it as the address, okay?
Yes,
all
ma'am.
right. So calm down. Now, the issue is that because she's concerned about your behavior, which honestly, in the last 15 minutes, you haven't given me the brightest side of things. She's concerned about you guys getting into quarreling matches. Okay? I'm sorry. Let me cut this off. All right. So she's concerned about you guys getting into quarreling matches. Your position is you're not so concerned about it, but she is. Okay?
I'm not.
If she wants to meet at the sister's house, do you have any issues with it?
Yes, because like I said, her sister don't have their own life, and her and her sister don't get along like that. So like I said, I seen her. I would talk to her sister
about them getting along. Do you have a problem meeting with the sister?
I have a problem because if the sister's not available, I feel like she's going like that might be my turn.
That's not my issue right now about her being available. My issue is the meet location. She has to be available because that's what she's giving me. Okay. And if there's something else, we'll deal with that. But you're overthinking things. I just need you to answer my question. Do you have a problem with the sister?
No.
Okay. Is the sister house? What's the area location of the sister house, Ms. McCall?
It's off of
You don't have to give me the address, the area.
Stone Mountain, probably about 5 or 10 minutes from where Mr. Kelly is supposed to be.
Oh, so actually closer to to the sister house than for your house.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. There we go. Now, dealing with the holidays, Mr. Kelly, what is your issue with you saying you want your holidays as well?
Yeah, I want my holiday. I want every year she get her holiday, and next year I get my holidays. Like, we rotate.
Okay. So her position was you don't celebrate holidays.
My family celebrate holidays, and I help her celebrate holidays. I you know what I'm saying? I do celebrate. I don't celebrate mostly Christmas, but other holidays I celebrate. But my family celebrate holiday.
Do you celebrate Christmas, Kelly?
Do I celebrate? No, but my family do.
Okay, so what does that mean?
Like, they buy her. She got gifts right now. She don't never come see us because like I never spend a Christmas with her. It's just the time I'll be with my family.
Mr. Kelly, please.
Okay,
yes, I celebrate Christmas.
Yes, I celebrate Christmas.
Take a seat. Take a seat, Mr. Kelly.
Like this, like she don't make no sense, bro.
So if you're saying that if you have the child on Christmas, you say
I want to have my child on Christmas. I celebrate Christmas. I celebrate all holidays.
Well, you just told me you didn't celebrate Christmas.
No. You know what? I can't win. She did what she wanted. Like, if that's the case, I do DNA testing, whatever y'all want, y'all can have, because I can't win, Your Honor. I ain't did nothing but add to see my daughter. She cries every day to her sister. You see what I'm saying? I ain't did all that stuff. She lying, but it's okay, cool. Like, I can't win. I cannot win. I see what's going on. I ain't even tripping no more. My daughter's gonna be another like this. You see what I'm going? Like, I can't do it. Can't do it. Whatever you do, Your Honor, you do. Cause I tried. I don't want to file this paperwork. I don't want to do all this stuff. Like, she just sit here and just lie and everybody take her side. Like I said, I've been dealing with my whole life, but it's cool. It's cool. My daughter got to suffer. We just suffered in. That is what it is.
Mr. Kelly, Mr.
It is
Kelly,
what I can't win, Your Honor. And there's no disrespect.
Can you tell me what side that everyone has taken so I'll know what you're
You took her side. She said I can have holidays, and like the other judge didn't say that they were really giving me holidays and everything. It was gonna be done matter. It's like you taking her side, Your Honor, and I don't know where.
How am I taking her side, Mr. Kelly?
Like I said, this girl has been eating. Look, she's not a bad person, but
I haven't even ruled. So how am I taking her side? I don't understand.
I don't know. I'm just frustrated, Your Honor, because like I ain't seen I've been doing it for the last 3 years, and it's like,
you, Mr. Kelly, I've asked
yes,
you
ma'am.
now at least 10 times to calm down. I asked you, let me get through the questions, but you keep guessing. For some reason, you have placed on me something I don't know. I'm simply asking you questions, and you are reaching and determining I mean question. No, I don't need you to jump. I don't need you to suppose what I'm trying to do. I just simply need you to answer. Truth is just simple as that. It's just as simple as that. Do you have an issue with your sister? Yes or no? I don't need you to tell me what she has with her sister. That's not my question. My question to you is with regard to holidays. Do you celebrate holidays?
Yes, I celebrate holidays.
Yes. I said, okay. Then you said, I celebrate all the holidays but Christmas. Then I said, okay, you don't celebrate Christmas. You said, my family. No, Mr. Kelly, just answer the questions. The truth. Do you believe in the truth?
Yes.
Just give it to me, okay? Let me figure this out. I can't make a ruling because I don't have the information. You haven't had an opportunity to go through these issues, and that's what I'm trying to do, but you keep overthinking.
Judging from a lot of the comments, you guys, did you guys deep dive into what this guy was charged with? Did I just defend somebody that I shouldn't have defended? I feel like maybe I should have done some research on this guy based on what you guys are saying. All I'm saying is, as a father, I want to see my kids. So, yeah. So, but judging from, what you guys are saying, maybe the mom has a good point to be fighting this from what you guys are saying. So we're gonna leave it at that.
Holidays. You're saying you want your holidays. You do celebrate holidays, but not Christmas. But you said my family. What do you mean by that?
Okay, I'm a Muslim, so I don't celebrate it. I might go over my family house and like, they give me gifts, stuff like that. I don't really celebrate it like with the religious part, but like as far as my family come together and doing the gifts and stuff like that, yeah, we do that. And she had thousands of gifts over here. So like that's what I was trying to say, because she knows I'm a Muslim. I always tell her I don't do like the major holiday thing because it's tied in with religion, Christianity. That's why I was trying to tell her. But
if you don't celebrate Christmas and Miss McCall does, why do you have an objection to getting the child after Christmas?
I mean, I don't know if it works like that. I'm saying I don't know if it works like that. They told me.
Yes, but I don't know what they told you. Let me tell you, Mr. Kelly, your case is mine. The other judge who said case set on your case at my request.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So what I'm telling you is this is what I'm doing. And I don't know what everyone else told you, but I need to know these questions so that I can determine what's in your child's best interest, not what's in your best interest, not what you would like to feel warm and fuzzy over, but what's in your child's best interest. It makes no sense for your child to spend Christmas Day with you if you don't celebrate Christmas. You can get the child before Christmas. You can get the child after Christmas. Isn't that just the normal objective concept?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So can you get the child after Christmas? Are you okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So what we'll do is then we'll when we have Christmas days, you'll get the child after Christmas. We'll still give you your vacation weeks. It'll just be after Christmas since you don't celebrate it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And all other holidays you celebrate, and so we'll alternate those holidays.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. The next issue that we need to deal with is child support. Right now, she's saying that you do not pay child support. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was paying the daycare. I was paying, my daughter been in 2 daycares. So I would give her half for the daycare, 200 and stuff like that. She took it
Okay.
out of there. So she
Mr.
took
Kelly, I don't care about what you did previously. Right now, you're not paying child support, correct?
Yes, I'm not even in contact with her right now. Yes.
Okay. With regard to the child support, I have her income at, oh, what did I do with her income? Oh, I have her income at $3,000 a month. What is your monthly income?
Minimum wage.
You do not work, Mr. Kelly?
I mean, I own like 2 businesses, but like one of them not like I got a Kelly Auto Sales, but we sell cars, but it's not really like up and running. Then we sell dogs too. So I mean, I don't know how y'all are gonna do that, but we sell. I got a business for cars, and so we sell dogs.
Mr. Kelly, how much money do you make a month?
When I'm selling cars and stuff like that, selling dogs, I can make anywhere between 15 to 2,000.
All right, I'm gonna place you at 1,500. All right. And do you have I'm assuming no. Do you have? But I'll ask. Do you have access to
What's up, Heineken? Out of all the people that I wish were here earlier, you missed Judge Slavin in the chat, man. I would have loved to see some of your comments, your fun trollish comments. It would have been fun.
healthcare?
No, only thing I ain't got no I don't do the healthcare, none of that stuff. I let her do all that because she don't want me touching her information.
All right. And with regard to phone calls, do you have a phone so that the daughter can call and Miss McCall can call to her daughter on the days that you have her?
Yes, I have a phone.
All right. Does Miss McCall have that number?
Yes.
All right. With your girlfriend, does your girlfriend have any additional children?
Yeah, she has a son.
All right. When you stay with your girlfriend with your daughter, what's the sleeping arrangement?
Oh, she has her own room over here and at my mama's house.
All right. Now, last thing, I'm holding this for last because I know you're going to be bothered by it, but she indicates that you have some outstanding criminal matters to take care of. Is that true?
I ain't got no drug charge. You can go look in there.
I don't really care right now.
Only charge I got outstanding is I got a DUI where I had I got a DUI, but they about to throw that out. That was like 2 years ago.
Okay, Mr. Kelly, all I'm really asking is, do you have any criminal matters for which there might be jail time associated with them? Felonies, jail time associated. Any possible?
I mean, I went to prison at like when I was like a juvenile for the charge. She said what's under the sex charge. I went to prison for that. I got out. I ain't been convicted or nothing else. I went to jail for like a couple of times, but that's it. No charges.
Okay. All right. So we don't have any pending felony matters outstanding, right?
No.
All right. So there's no possibility of you being, never mind. Okay, great. All right, then. So let me see. Did I resolve? I got the child care. We got court. We got healthcare. We have child. I think we have visitation, pickup, drop off. Oh, so we're gonna. What's your position of changing pickup, drop off on Fridays to 6 p.m.?
Yes, that's good.
All right, and then all right. And so what I need you to do, Ms. McCall, is put in the chat feature to Miss Marshall your sister's address. You're gonna type in the chat feature to Miss Marshall your sister's address. All right. So pickup be Friday at 6 p.m. Return Sunday at 6 p.m. All right. Mr. Kelly, put in the chat feature to Miss Marshall your cell phone number so that Miss McCall will be able to call your daughter during the times that she has. And Mr. Kelly, you have to pick up and or return the phone call within a couple of hours, okay?
Okay, that's cool. She has my number though.
When you call, okay, you have the hot number, Miss McCall?
Mimi, do not be strolling in here all casually, like, you know, you're too cool for us just because you're hanging out in Puerto Rico. No, don't do that. I'm just kidding. How are you doing? Are you home? Are you still hanging out down in the sun? Important questions.
Yes, ma'am. I do have the number. He just doesn't answer.
He has to now, so he'll have to answer. Mr. Kelly, when Mr. Kelly calls you, Miss McCall, to speak to his child, you must answer or return that call within 2 hours, that after work hours, okay? So if he calls between 6 and 6 and 8. So any calls between 6 and 8, you have to return those calls within I'll say you probably have within an hour. And then for him, it will be within 2 hours since we're on the weekends. Okay. All right. Did I resolve any outstanding issue that you all can think of?
No, I'm
Mr.
good,
Kelly?
Your Honor. Thank you. I'm good, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. McCall.
I'm still concerned about his contribution to Dallas. If he sells cars and dogs, I work with animals. The type of designer dogs that Mr. Kelly breeds, they make more than 15 to 2,000. So I'm just curious about that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get some evidence to the court to be in opposite of that. So if your position is you think he makes more than that, then I need some additional evidence of it. Like you just can't be, oh, I think he makes more. You can hire an attorney to get his bank statements and things of that nature, and then you can present those to the court and see essentially what he actually makes. So have you ever lived with him so that you have a concept that you can give me? But I gotta have something more than I think that's what he makes. You gotta have some evidence of more than that.
I mean, I did live with him before. We didn't live together very long due to him not wanting to move in. Mr. Kelly is not going to get a job. He's not going to go get hired anywhere. He doesn't believe in working for other people. His lifestyle that he has, along with his cases that he's saying are closed now, that's his way of life. So I'm not going to be able to prove certain things as far as that. But yes, I have lived with him before. He's not going to get a job. He's not going to work for anyone. I'm aware of the businesses that he says he has. Kelly Auto Sales, I have not seen it actually run, but he has mentioned that he was starting a business of that matter. He does have a dog that my daughter did tell me had puppies, so I'm quite sure he's looking to sell those, which they are a popular breed, I would say, in the exotic bully family. But other than that, I would not be able to. That just goes with his lifestyle: cars, dogs, drugs. I mean, I wouldn't be able to show you that.
All right, so I'm gonna, like I said, I was he indicated to me that he makes anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 a month. My position is, unless I kind of know otherwise, and I have to err on that side. I don't have any evidence otherwise, and that he makes anything other than that. All right. So I think what we'll do is along those lines, if you get Peach Care without any cost to you, I'm going to leave it at 1,500. If you have some additional cost related to that, then I could push it up towards the 2,000, but only if there's a cost to this medical care. Then that's the only reason why if someone gives me a range, I start on the lower range, I'll edge it up towards the higher range if there are additional costs that you have to pay. So right now you're saying that you have to look into Peach Source. Do you know when you'll know whether or not you have to have any out of pocket with Peach Source?
I'm not quite sure. I'm ordering new birth certificates and social security cards, so I won't know that. Mr. Kelly can get insurance on her if that's what he wants. He's filed her on his taxes. So I do not know.
Why did he file them on the taxes?
That was Mr. Kelly's doing the first year that I had Dallas. I was not aware. One of his things from court last time was that he wanted her last name to be changed to his, which I was not aware that Dallas' last name was McCall and not Kelly. Every doctor's appointment, every school I've registered has been Kelly. He filed her on the first year without my permission. When I filed her the next year and I used the social, I found out it was McCall. So
wait a minute. Okay, let me back up. So the child's last name is Kelly?
No, it's McCall.
Her social says McCall, but her birth certificate says Kelly. So when we went to court the first time, we did joint custody. Everything went fine, but then he declined due to the paternity test that the judge stated he would have to pay for. At which he's decided he doesn't want to pay for that. So
okay,
I just don't know what would please Mr. Kelly at this point.
Yeah, so Mr. Kelly, so the child right now does not carry Mr. Kelly's name. And Ms. McCall, do you want the child to carry Mr. Kelly's name? You have any issue with that?
No, she doesn't carry his name, right? Well, up until I found out, when I registered for school, they told me I had to put it in McCall. So I did register in McCall. And I'm fine with it staying in McCall.
Yeah, I can't change it.
What is your concern about changing it to Kelly? Because she's only 3.
Right.
Yeah. So why do you have a concern about?
All right, everybody, we're wrapping this down. There's only about 2 or 3 minutes left of this, so I'm gonna peace out. Let it play on out. Thank you, everyone, for coming to hang out. Hope you guys had fun. I know this case was a little bit of a long one and kind of a little drama. But I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for the raid biggin. If you're lurking and you're listening, thank you so much. Judge Slavin, if you're still listening, thank you for popping in. Always appreciate seeing your name pop up. And yes, Jedi, I will jump to Discord for a little bit after this to hang out with everybody. So if my mods can drop the Discord link, that'd be awesome. So yeah, let it play out. If you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do so. If you haven't done your jump kick backflips already, please do so. Cardio's important. All right. Until tomorrow. Bye.
About changing it to Kelly if she's 3. She's probably haven't even started writing it.
Right. I mean, I don't mind her. I mean, it's just like her social. And when I register in the school system, I use McCall. But before I knew this, I was using Kelly. So he's wanting to make sure that the actual last name is actually Kelly. But on all of my paperwork now, as far as like doctor's appointments, things like that, they've had me change it to McCall just because I'm getting ready to register her for pre-K in February.
Yeah, but you can change it back to Kelly. I mean, I'm just trying to see if you have any real issue with changing it to Kelly. If so, we can change it to Kelly or hyphenate it. If you
can hyphenate it. You can hyphenate it. That's fine.
All right. What's your position, Mr. Kelly?
I mean, she should be Kelly. Like her first son, he got his last name. I ain't did like I said. Anything she gonna go get anything with me. She don't want my daughter to be no ties with me once I left her. Cause it should be Kelly. Cause I signed the birth certificate, but when I called the social place, they said she gonna have to be the one to change. They said I had to go to court and change, so it should be Kelly. Like I don't know why so much stipulation on me.
Mr. Kelly, hold on one second.
But if you can't do it, then cool. I'm not tripping. Like I'm not tripping. That's cool.
I'll change the child's last name to Kelly. Miss McCall, you mentioned you had another child. Is that child's name hyphenated?
No, it's not.
Does that child carry your last name or the father's last name?
It's a boy, so he carries his father's last name.
All right. Then I'll change this child's last name to Kelly as well. All right. That is I think I have everything. I will prepare an order and send that out to you all shortly. Thank you. All right, Ms. Marshall, give me a call.
Yes, ma'am.